going back and forth between set notation and interval notation. There's okay. So this was from 4.2. I told you could skip them. All right, so interval notation is what we've been writing. Look at the examples they give you. Okay, that's where you put things where if it's equal to, you use a bracket. If it's not, you use a parentheses. Okay, so number 18. Okay. X is an element of all real numbers between negative 2 and 6. Okay, this means element. So Arizona is an element of the states in the United States. Diana is an element of Miss Bailey's math class. The United States is an element of the countries in the world. A fox is an element of animals. A muffin is not an element of animals. Bartholomew is not an element in Miss Bailey's class. A chair is an element of furniture. I am not an element of furniture. Do you kind of get the idea of what an element means? It means it's part of a set. Oh, look, set notation. It means it's part of a set. Iced kiwi starfruit is an element of Starbucks drinks. I don't know. I don't know what else. I'm running out of ideas. My phone is an element of technology. My hand is an element of my body parts. This marker is not an element of my body parts. It's not part, yeah. Okay, so element means part of a set. A set can be anything. Yeah, okay. So that's what this little funky little e things, it means element. So X is an element of all real numbers. That means X is part of X is all real numbers between -2 and 6. Okay, so when you write that as an interval, there are no equal to things, so use parentheses. So -2 to 6, okay? You do not use brackets because it's greater than and less than. It's not equal to either of those numbers. All right, 19. Actually, no, let's do one thing at a time. So let's transfer all of these into interval notation. Okay, so X is an element of all real numbers greater than 9. Greater than or equal to 9. So it's greater than or equal to 9. So the lowest number, sorry, -9. The lowest number, sorry, -9. And then it's greater than that. It could be anything greater than -9. So then, you use infinity. You would use the infinity symbol. I don't know how to use it on here. And always, when you're dealing with infinity, use a parenthesis. Because we never actually reach infinity, so you must use a parenthesis on infinity. Okay, this one. X is an element of all real numbers between -15 and -8. Are you going to use brackets or parentheses? Brackets, because they're equal to. So you're going to go bracket, and then you're still going low to high. So -15, 8. So bam. So when they give you the set notation, you just take their numbers and write them with either brackets or parentheses. Okay. Okay, what if they give you interval notation? You have to go to set notation. So let's see if I have all the, so you use a brace, X, straight line, X, oh dear. I'm not going to have that sign. Is an element, so you would use the funky little E. copy it, maybe? Let's see. Definitely can't do that. Actually, let me see. One sec. Can I copy it? I mean, worth a shot. Okay, so then you would, I mean, you guys are going to be writing theoretically. So you could draw the little weird E. Oh, I can draw it. Duh. Okay. Draw my weird little E. Well, that was really bad. Okay. Going back to my writing. Do your best to draw the E for element. Okay. Oh. Of all real numbers, comma. So it's an element of all real numbers between -4 and -7. Sorry, -4 and +7. So -4, and then it would be, I don't have the greater than or equal to signs on here either. Okay. It would be greater than or equal to, so you would draw a little equal sign under here. I can't think of a way to do that. And then it would be x, and then once again, so x is greater than or equal to -4, and then less than or equal to 7. And you need to be able to draw a little equal sign. Oh, I'll draw it in. Eh. Eh. Beautiful. Okay, so then the next one, what do I have? Okay. Why can I not? Did I click off it? There we go. So then brace x. I'm just using an I for my line, just so you know. And then the E. Did I drew terribly? Let's see if I can draw a little bit better. Nope, that's even worse. Oh well. Come on. Set of all real numbers between what? 0 and 13. Okay, so 0, and it's a parenthesis, so it's not equal to. So x is greater than 0, not equal to, just greater. There's your x. And then he's less than or equal to 13 because there's a bracket. Less than or equal to because there is a bracket. There we go. Boom. Okay. X, oh, sorry, brace. X. Okay, draw your funky little E thing. Did I draw terribly? Oh yeah, I'm killing it with drawing online. Ha! Set of is an element of all real numbers between what? -32 and -15. All right, -32. And then it's a bracket, so it's x is going to be greater than or equal to that. So greater than. I'll add in my line in a second. X, and it's less than or equal to -15. Okay, so x is between -32 and -15, but it's also equal. Oh, it's equal to -32 because it has a bracket. So I have to draw. The equal sign down there. Okay. So x is greater than or equal to -32, and it's less than -15. That's what that means. Then finally, the last one. Brace. Let me make sure I do this right. Okay. x, straight line, x. Get to draw my little e. You're probably like, we get it, Miss Bailey. You don't have to draw it every time. Now I'm committed to it. Ooh, that one got a little away from me. Ha! That's real bad. Oh well. But then this one is negative infinity to infinity. So x is the element of all real numbers. There's no limit set on it. So you can just leave it. X is the element of all real numbers. Oh shoot, we should be putting a brace on after all of these. Okay. A brace at the beginning and at the end. Okay. So this is just x is an element of all real numbers, and there's no limit on it. So that's how you would write it, except you would write your element sign better than that because that's really bad. All right. Done with